Greetings and salutations. Caesar Don, your host. Man can't talk the crew.
What up, people?
What's up?
Like, we gotta just sound a little more enthusiastic.
The weed is good,
Cause
y'all.
he always getting the best weedy high and shit right now. That's why.
Yeah, y'all niggas gonna leave me with the scraps.
He was like, "Oh shit, I didn't even know I was on the podcast. What's going on, motherfuckers? How y'all doing?"
I gotta say scraps like Jeff Bridges did in fucking Iron Man 2. I mean, at the first Iron Man. Remember that part when he was like, Tony built this in a cave with a box of scraps.
Yeah, right.
It was like, I'm not Mr. Stark.
I'm just start. They fucking now laters in tinfoil. He made this shit.
That's like some little MacGyver and shit. I wasn't gonna make a gun out of it.
Man,
A Tootsie Roll, a lighter, and a Barbie thing.
Yo, that was my dad's shit right there. That
Yeah,
nigga
MacGyver was that
yo.
dude, man.
You see they tried to remake it. You see they tried to come back with the
Yeah.
I didn't see that. How did it do?
That shit was whack as fuck, dude.
Because
Because
I
it's like a
don't.
lot of that shit ain't impressive no more. Because now it's 2020. You know what I'm saying? So
it was good in the time.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. That shit was still whack, but
Yeah.
it
Like
was at the time.
Fuck you get out of this with a fucking piece of floss in the
Yo,
pipe.
Don't get that nigga locked up with a paper clip and a rubber band.
I'm telling you,
He done made a gun somehow.
Yeah,
Like,
Yo, I seen I'm over there with a gun out of a fucking like a pin cap, like crazy. Know what I mean?
No, now niggas just use their cell phone. Like, nigga ain't doing all that shit. I'm about to
Right.
just call some goddamn body with cell phones back when MacGyver came out.
That was only landlines and shit. You know why we speaking of old shit? You know what's funny? And this is old. This is going back to the Piper's old ass time.
Oh shit!
It's what's that? The $6 million man.
Oh
$6 million
shit!
man.
$6 million
So I'm playing shit on my phone. I'm hearing shit in the background. I'm thinking to myself like, that sound like old, like bell bottoms old. I go,
Shut the fuck
I go
up.
look at the TV. The motherfucker like this. The motherfucker's supposed to be running at top speed though when he run
Yeah,
like
hell
this. Yeah, I'm running cars and all that.
Hell yeah,
but
he
he moving
going
like
with
this
it.
though.
But he
I
moving
said,
mad
this-
slow.
So the camera can catch us how fast he goes.
Yeah, I said
Yeah,
this.
that
I was like, I can't believe this shit was 8 seasons back then.
Yep. Hell yeah.
This was the
What?
shit back then.
Hell yeah.
That was.
That was syndicated television
That's
right
a
there.
fucking-
I had a woman, and then she had the dog.
Hell no.
Yo, that shit
Half
was-
of that shit, as much as I love half of that shit wouldn't last for
Nah,
half a
hell
season.
nah,
nowadays.
hell nah.
But half of
Because
it-
I can tell you, I gotta
fuck
tell you
yeah.
why. I can tell you why. CGI, they fucked our whole lives up.
Yeah.
Nigga, which one you can't jump off all 4 buildings at one time?
Yeah, right?
Where the fuck no CGI? Man, get this shit out of here. The
Like,
fuck I can't.
Neo can do that shit. If
Right,
Neo
and Neo can do
you
what y'all can do.
fucking
Right. Oh, you can't? Next? Right. Stay on track, Pipers, sports side. Go ahead and hit us with it.
All right, let's talk about my bills, baby.
Right off the muscle?
Bills, right off the muscle, baby.
Hell yeah.
Don't be
Great
disappointed.
game.
Don't be disappointed.
You know,
Don't be disappointed.
I don't hate. You see, I sit here, I listen, I take it. I don't say nothing.
we got a tough one against the Niners, though. Niners ain't no joke, man.
They got lucky.
They got lucky.
Fucking Jared Goff bum ass. Well,
Right.
let's go Bills. We gonna have to bust their ass, yo.
Right, and,
Listen.
and the only good thing is they going back to Arizona. Yeah, because I guess the Niners, Santa Clara is under the red watch.
Oh, they
So
shut
the
down.
Niners,
They
the
can't
Niners
play
can't
no
go
sports.
home. They can't go home, so they went to
Right.
Arizona.
Canada,
So
right.
the next 2 games is going to be in Arizona.
Canada said, look,
Yeah,
I want to play
San
hockey
Francisco
in
gotta
Canada.
Yep.
Playing it in the U.S.
Yep.
They won't be bringing that shit here.
That's
Hell
cool
no.
though. We about to bust their ass.
Yeah, we're going to, hopefully.
No, I think the Bills will win that game.
Yeah.
I definitely think the Bills will win that game. They getting solid enough. They ain't one of the teams that's not really getting killed by injuries right now.
Right,
And
true.
you know what I'm saying?
Like we actually getting healthier.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we
Yeah.
got hit with injuries early in the
Yeah.
game.
Right.
And
Yeah.
we held on through them. So now we getting the team all back together.
And
they
then
are healthy.
if you can have a more percentage of your starters than the majority of the team, you already a foot ahead in the game when you
Facts.
face anybody. I mean, that's real talk. For anybody. Shit.
Right.
Hell yeah, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
anybody.
Let's talk about the Thanksgiving Day games. Washington whooping Dallas.
Yeah.
That was good.
You know, at some
I was kind of
point,
happy about that game.
like the Chicago Bears, you gotta fucking have some kind of pride in what the fuck you do.
Oh, the Bears.
You feel me?
Yeah, the Bears that gave
I think the
up.
Bears,
Yeah.
the Bears and the Cowboys, for me, is the same motherfucker. They said just move in together. They the same shit.
Right.
Switch jerseys and shit.
Yeah, that's a
Just
fact.
make it-
You
just
can play
Allow those 2 teams to do jersey spots. That's that shit.
Just make one
Like, it's
team.
just and my thing is Chicago has an excuse. They have quarterback problems. You feel me? Their running game ain't really nothing. Their only one receiver is the Robinson, the second or third.
Yeah.
Dallas, your only excuse is McCarthy. That's your only fucking excuse. Because you got a running back, you have a passing game, you have a defense, D-line, all this. You have weapons. Your only problem is McCarthy. There's no
That's
fucking
quarterback
way.
troubles too, because I mean they ain't got the starter today.
But I mean, they don't need no slouch.
You
You got at some point.
He's
At
not
some
no
point,
regular backup quarterback.
it's like this, bro. It's like this as a coach. You know what your personnel is. I hope by now. You feel me? And you McCarthy, as a coach, you supposed to know if anybody's been in the league more than 5 years, you supposed to know they kind of attributes what the fuck they going through. As a coach, I don't know. I want to know what the fuck everybody doing in the league and what the fuck they're doing. So with that being said, you know what Andy can and cannot do at this age right now. If you don't fucking make a playbook around this motherfucker, let him sling that fucking ball out there to these raw ass receivers he got and get this fucking running game going, I'll slap this shit out you. Man, what fucking James Jones be going nuts right now. He can't wait to fire this motherfucker. And they ain't saying it on TV because he know he done fucked up by hiring him. So he don't want to look like a fool. He like,
Well, I don't know.
God,
But you got to remember, at hiring time, it was a real logical choice. He was the best head coach on the board. I'm gonna say it sounded real good. He was the best head coach on the board at the time.
That's just like signing good players. Look good on paper.
When I heard they was signing, I said he's not the coach of that kind of personnel. He don't run the ball enough.
Nah.
He doing the exact same shit that Aaron Rodgers was getting sick of.
You can't have no $100 million running back and not run the ball.
Hell no.
Okay.
I'm
Fuck,
gonna
you
trade
run the
your
ball
ass
6
up.
times.
Hold up. Before we even get started more with sports shit, I see what the fuck you got on, and I don't fucking like it.
What?
Why?
That Ohio State shit.
Why, Michigan?
Yeah, you already know.
You better get it right. It's the Ohio State.
Oh, yeah, he's
The-
Ohio
it's
State.
the Ohio
Yeah,
State.
he's Ohio State fan. So
Yeah, I
You
know
know
you
what I'm
out there
saying?
too, man.
My boys ain't played yet, man. You know, this COVID-19 is fucking everything,
man. Fuck
Ain't we about to talk about bowl games?
I didn't even have in ball games.
No bowl games?
I don't
It's
think
like
it's none, or like what? Just
Yeah.
do the playoffs, right? You do the playoffs.
I think
they
they do a
hoping that
playoff.
certain teams can make it. Like, you got to win play at least 8 games,
Right.
to be able to be
And
considered
this is-
into
and
the
this
college
is-
football playoff. So Ohio State could be ranked like whatever they 2 or 3 or whatever, and if they don't play no more, they not
Yeah.
going to the college.
This is why teams like BYU and all of them still is in the running for shit like that, right?
Yeah.
I look at that shit like, how the fuck?
Because you look at it and some of these teams done played 8, 9, 10 games already, and others 3 games.
And other teams like Ohio State, that whole
They done played. They 3-0.
that whole ACC is just not playing.
It's way too
I
many
mean,
teams.
well, while we on the subject of college football real quick, me and
Yeah.
Travis discussing that UB, they might have to move them up to another bracket.
Oh yeah, UB.
Shout out
UB.
Jared Patterson.
Yo,
With
he
30-something carries,
killing
409 yards
Yo,
rushing,
he-
and 8 touchdowns.
Yo,
Yeah, that
he
nigga went
killing
crazy.
Yo,
he
he
went nuts.
killing them. For the past couple of weeks, that nigga been averaging.
I didn't know he was
Yeah.
that sweet.
Yo,
until I
they
seen
They
him.
done,
Yeah.
played,
Yeah.
listen, they done played like 4 games, and this nigga almost got 1,000 yards
Yo,
rushing on the
that's
season.
crazy.
Listen.
Right.
That's crazy.
I mean,
He got like 15 touchdowns,
I
and
don't-
he had 8 dubs.
I don't know much about UB's defense because every time I turn to a game, they're scoring. So, you feel me? When it's college football, I just flick the channels. But that offense is something else.
Yo,
Listen,
Yeah.
and don't sleep.
That
They got a
quarterback-
receiver.
they got a receiver
that
and a
is
quarterback.
Nice.
But-
That quarterback you
Okay,
got is
can I-
nice too.
Can I just say this? Shining the light on the man running for 400 yards. They backup running back had a $165. Can I just say that?
In the same game?
In the same
Same
game.
game.
Nigga, they put up 70 points. They put up 70 points. And you,
buck.
and you can't even say, oh, y'all ran the score up. No, we ran for almost 600 yards. We tried to run the clock out. Y'all just didn't stop us. Like,
We try to run it out.
What we
the
gonna
purpose
do
of the
now?
purpose we get up is we
Like,
run the motherfucking ball. You
y'all
don't
want
have
us
to
to take a
run.
knee every play?
Nah,
Nah,
we
nah,
got-
nah.
we
That's
got-
not laying out. That's not little league. That's not little league.
So what? We
We passed
D1?
that.
We should be D1. We should be rocking.
We are
with
D1.
the
But I
Clemson.
didn't want. Why they should have? They didn't
D1
go.
and Mac.
Like,
They just
you know,
needed the Mac.
We didn't
Yeah,
get
they
out
didn't
the
do the
Mac.
Mac. That's a
Yeah, I
fact.
was about
gotta
to
get
say
out
the
the
Mac
Mac.
is we outgrown the Mac. It looked like.
Yeah, yeah.
They-
At least
they-
football, basketball. I think we ain't there yet. Football wise, the recruiting that we get for UB football, yeah,
People
we're-
want to actually come
yeah,
here
we,
now.
that's,
Right.
yeah,
Play
yeah.
college football.
Wait,
is
and-
amazing.
I mean,
And
look-
don't know if
look
you
at
saw
our
it and
resume.
Watch the game. They unveiled the new locker rooms and stuff. That shit is sweet.
Hey, look at
Like,
the
these
game.
motherfuckers got
And-
couches
and-
that
and-
slide out from underneath and shit. This shit is all digital with their names. Like,
And we producing fucking NFL players.
That's what I was about to, that's what I was about to get
Yeah.
at.
Producing
I was about to get at
NFL
that.
Yeah,
players.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like,
Yeah.
Khalil Mack high
Khalil
draft
Mack
pick, he
is-
probably got a lot of people saying, yo, shit, I can shine.
But
Like,
shit,
you know what I'm saying?
I
Starks?
hate it. Yeah,
Yeah.
He played
Starks?
UB,
Yeah.
the Oliver dude.
Yeah.
He played UB
Yeah.
like we're producing him.
Yeah, yeah.
We producing him.
They've been
definitely.
getting like Another receiver got drafted. He didn't really fucking make the team. He
Yeah.
got drafted to the Bucks. Anthony Jones.
I know you're talking about. Yeah, second round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big up to Steve Means. I seen you out there balling this Sunday, bro. Let's fucking go, man. I don't know if you watch this podcast, but you know I love you all the way from the Grover days.
Woo,
Now, I mean,
you
look,
went
man.
back.
You did your fucking thing this Sunday, and it's a beautiful thing to see you out there balling. Number 55. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yo, we out here.
That's
a
home
fact.
grown.
All right, Pirates, see what else we got?
What other game you want to talk about? You want to talk about the Patriots win over Arizona?
Hey, that's all I want to bring it up. I want to try to bring it up.
I give that a.
I want to try to bring it up.
Applaud that.
It's Cam. It's Cam. I'm applauding for Cam.
Let me talk about my team.
Can I
Let's talk about my team. Don't talk my shit.
Okay, hold on. Let me just say this. That wasn't a fucking late hit. He was still in bounds when he took that hit. That wasn't a late hit. That was bullshit.
It was a bullshit call.
It's a bullshit call. He was still running.
Yeah, he still was
I
running.
mean, if it was anybody other than Cam, it would have called it
I'm
something.
just saying. I mean, they did call it.
Thank you. Finally. Finally. Because anybody else would have called it.
And then y'all won by a field goal.
That's a fact.
Damn, this weed good.
I just want to say
The weed is good, dog. The weed is good.
man.
consider that we are, the lonely singular fans out here. So
I got you.
critique
I
my
dig
own
it.
goddamn
Go ahead,
spot.
critique your shit.
Cam Newton, I'm over you. I tried my best
He not a
to
Patriot
give
fan.
you.
Man.
I'm not over my Patriots.
Nah, he over
I'm over
Cam.
Cam. Did you not see the fucking hat? You did not see?
Yeah.
This is straight off the field. Stop playing.
What's his name?
Statham.
Statham, whatever his name is. Give him a try. I mean, I know Belichick. I'm always with you. I always roll what you say. You say Cam is your quarterback the rest of the season. I just hope you got plans for next one. But with all that still being said, we still got a chance to make the playoffs.
Yeah,
Let me
yes,
tell you
y'all
why.
do. Yeah,
we
yeah,
got
y'all
old
do.
school running the fucking ball.
Right.
Something that the league don't do, the two backs, and it's working. Our offensive line is finally fucking healthy. Cam has to make better decisions out there when he passes the ball, and these fucking receivers, fucking Keneal Henry, number one, you got drafted so fucking high, learn how to run a fucking route. You're pissing me off. Bird, keep doing your thing. Myers, y'all fucking Myers the undrafted. I respect that. You out here balling. But we need to get it together. Tight end problems. High problems there. And the tight end can't get the ball because Cam can't get in the ball too, so that's another thing.
Right.
Defensive wise though, we look good. It's a goddamn shame that our secondary, has to make all the goddamn tackles. Lucky for us, we had the McCourty brothers and Gilmore where they can do that. But if we get a team that's gonna block some motherfuckers, we gonna be in trouble. So I know what the fuck we gotta do, but we need to tighten up that front seven.
Right.
Other than that, good game. We needed it. Time to move on to the next one.
Okay, my Saints won. I gotta represent my hometown, and the one team that I really feel bad for is the Pittsburgh Steelers. They keep having a lot of games postponed. They had a
Don't
game,
feel
they
bad
had a
for
game
them.
early this
Don't
season.
feel bad.
Let's hope now. Another
This
episode.
Pittsburgh game was supposed to be played on Thursday night.
Another episode of what I like to call a little show called Ducking the Smoke. That's what's happening. Everybody want to duck this smoke.
Oh, no.
And we got smoke. We got all the smoke. We got smoke for Baltimore.
The Buffalo game is probably the only competition on the rest of that
Yeah,
schedule.
that's it. And we got smoke beyond too.
Everybody's saying we gonna be the ones that knock you out.
Can I
We
just say-
got the smoke.
Can I just say this? Where you watching the game at? Where you gonna be at for this game?
I don't even know yet. You
What,
better-
the Bills
Fuck that part. That's gonna be a 1 o'clock game. I'm gonna be at work.
Cause if no, that's a primetime game.
prime
It's a
time.
prime
Sunday
time.
Oh, so it's
night.
8 o'clock?
Yeah, Sunday night.
Oh,
The Bills.
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 Yeah, it's a
Okay,
primetime
we
game.
all
Listen, all our games in December is prime time.
Yeah, I don't understand what the fuck they thought about before they made this decision. Hey, the Bills gonna be sweet.
Come on, man, we sweet.
But I really
that's
don't
right,
stop.
Listen, hold on. One of our games got flex. You know they always put that star there so they can flex it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this: they marked the Bills to be successful before the season even started. They
Yeah.
said the Bills will be one of the only 4 teams to hit double digit. You feel me? And it said because y'all had 88% of y'all team come back,
We on our way.
and team chemistry is a lot.
I think they might get double-digit wins this year.
Oh, the Bills definitely get double digit. They get double digit wins this year. Absolutely.
Yeah, we got to play
Yeah.
Dolphins. We got to
Don't see one of
play
them. Don't see one of them.
Niners,
Don't see one of them.
Patriots, Denver, Miami, Pittsburgh. Don't fight team.
Y'all don't want this smoke.
Yeah,
Y'all don't want this
the
smoke.
Bills. The Bills got a
We
schedule
don't
that they
upset
can win, but they
y'all.
You
can't
don't want
sleep. They gotta
Y'all
play.
gonna be.
Like,
Yeah, we can't.
Y'all can't slouch.
Y'all want this
Because
smoke.
even though Miami record is what it is, them boys,
Yo,
man, they
Miami,
balling.
I am scared of
They
Miami.
balling. Me too,
I'm
man.
not. Fuck them.
If they can decide who they really
I
want, they
ain't
want
We
gonna
to
like
lie.
to play.
Enemies
We
love
like
each
to
other.
play Miami
That
3
is-
times.
They know their quarterback Tua hurt. He don't want to play him and be hurt at all.
No, that's
No,
a fact.
well, from what I heard, when he got benched last game, it was due to performance. Not
No, it was really because of the shoulder.
Really?
It was
Okay.
really because of the
It
shoulder.
was
Yeah.
his thumb that's out.
I thought he was. I thought they was the starting quarterback from here on out.
He is.
Yeah,
He
he said as long as he is 100% healthy, he is the starter.
Well, I like
Until he's
Fitz anyway.
100% healthy.
Oh yeah, I like Fitz. I like the.
I kind of think I would rather play Tua.
Really?
Yeah, because Fitz always like even the last game y'all played
Because I'd rather
the last season.
It's easier to confuse a rookie quarterback
Than a
with
veteran.
defensive scheme than fucking a veteran. A veteran went to Harvard.
And then I played for him.
You say play it again? I thought you said you like play four. I
No,
thought you
no,
rather-
no.
okay,
When we
yeah.
play the Dolphins, I'd rather
Oh yeah.
have Tua in there.
Oh yeah. When y'all play Dolphins, yeah, Tua is y'all best bet. Definitely your best bet.
I don't want to
But
play.
Really, I'd
You should
rather
feel
play
bad for
Tua than Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick,
Yeah, I feel bad for
he just
them.
got
That's
that knack.
the
He
team.
can win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, but he done proved it with like 7 different teams. He can win football games.
Right.
I don't know how you do it. Tampa Bay was winning football games. Miami, Buffalo. Shit, you can go on and on with that motherfucker. Winning
Yeah,
football
I gotta
games.
listen.
Call him Fitz Magic.
Yep, hell yeah.
A list of teams I feel bad for. Denver's definitely one of them.
Yeah.
Like goddamn, they
No,
can't
Detroit
catch
on
you.
there.
No,
I'm
they
mad
can't.
for this shit.
No, technically
I feel-
Las Vegas is another one. I feel bad for Las Vegas.
No, the Raiders
I
will be
don't.
alright.
I feel bad for the fucking Chargers.
Yeah.
They keep
Yo, they-
losing these fuck. They
Listen,
cannot close out.
they
for
had- no.
shit.
Yeah.
This game,
Exactly
this
what
game,
the announcer said. That clock management by the coaches.
yo, it's
fucking
horrible. Like,
Horrible.
if you see their loss record to this year, they lost in 16, 17 games by 3 points or less. You
Yeah.
gotta be able to close the fuck out, man.
Yeah,
I feel bad for that.
It's not closed out. It's got to be able to finish.
Yeah, but a lot of times,
gotta
yeah, you got
finish.
man, you can't. You
They
got
just had that same curse since fucking Rivers was there. They couldn't
But
close
they
out
coaches
games
not
when
doing
Rivers was
them
there.
justice
They
when
would
they're in
always lose by like
situations and
3
they
points.
fucking them up.
7 points.
I feel bad for the Bears.
I really don't feel bad for the
I
Bears.
do.
It's just,
I do.
it's just
I
not
do.
their time.
No,
You
no,
know
no,
what
no, no.
I mean?
I feel bad for the Bears because they still cursed from the fucking Kyle or Rex Grossman joint. Their quarterback. Now think about it. Their quarterback situation has not been any good
Yo.
since then. There's no. I'm gonna go back and give
They
you a
got
history
lists.
lesson. There's no fucking way, and I probably said this several times. There's no fucking way you Chicago Bears and your quarterback gets you to the fucking Super Bowl, and you take him out for bum ass Rex Grossman.
Yeah,
You
that
feel
shit-
me?
that was
And their
dumb.
quarterback situation has not been anything since then.
Since then, right.
Anything since
I think
then.
the only halfway decent quarterback they had since then was Cutler.
Jim McMahon.
Oh, that's 85.
Yeah,
Since
I'm
then,
going-
yeah.
Can we come?
They-
You know, can we come?
I know.
We-
Y'all
you
want to
know,
come in this decade.
Vince McMahon, he in that fucking retirement home. Like, goddamn, this nigga said my name.
He's like, thank you. I knew I liked this
He
fucking
said, I
podcast.
told you I used to play.
Right.
I told you I used to play.
I knew I liked this podcast.
Okay. All right.
Hell no, Cutler is the only halfway decent one I can think of since
Since
the
then, yeah.
Rex Grossman shit. Damn.
But even then, he was getting hurt all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. That's because they had a shitty ass line back then. He
Yeah,
wasn't
he
cupcakes off like
he
that.
didn't
He had a
give a
shitty
fuck.
ass line.
He didn't
Yeah.
give a fuck. He like,
Yeah.
nigga, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just
Yeah, hell
sitting here.
yeah. I like to call it an Andrew Luck. That nigga pulled an Andrew Luck. Like, you know what, y'all niggas can keep this shit. I'm fucking gone. I'm rich, bitch, and I'm about to go chill. Fuck y'all nigga. I'm about to go play Call of Duty right now.
That's a fact.
What is Andrew Luck doing?
Chilling.
Yo.
Chilling.
I know I was.
They gave him a big ass contract that year before he stopped.
That nigga said, I need all that shit guaranteed.
Yep,
up.
hell yeah. Let me get that Kirk Cousins deal.
And then he hurt his, what, it was a shoulder, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta get that like that Tommy John.
When he
Baseball
came
player.
back for like 2 games and it was like, nah, fuck it.
It's
I can't
over.
do this shit, bro.
The year he did come back though, he was balling.
Yeah. He
I
was
mean,
balling.
yeah, that was
The
and then he took
last game here, let's talk about is them Chiefs and Tampa Bay.
Oh, stop with my man Brady. Goddamn. You know,
They
obviously
said
don't talk
that
about
there's
my
a
man.
problem between Brady and the head coach. You know,
Yeah.
play
No,
calling.
I don't really
I
think
think the
calling.
media trying to make it bigger than what it really
Look,
is.
look.
Right.
As a head coach, you're supposed to be able to say what you feel about your team. I'm gonna fuck if that's Tom Brady or not. If you feel like he's not making no passes, you feel like he's not hitting his receivers, speak about it. What the fuck? Because he's Tom Brady, I can't talk about it. If it was anybody else, the coach would be able to. Because it's the great Tom Brady, and everybody that knows me knows that I'm a fucking Tom Brady fan. But reality is reality. You feel me? As a coach, you should be able to talk about who the fuck you want to talk about.
Can I,
you feel me?
just say this? After he's talked about him, he was throwing he had a couple bombs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And, well, I don't know. Was I here?
I think
We watching the game.
Yeah.
And I told you like you see the pass that Evans caught.
Yeah, one time he
Plain
that was
and simple. Everybody was talking about what Evans was sweet when Jameson was there. Why? Because all Jameson knew how to throw was the streak.
Was the streak.
And
But
if
then
you
Tom
look
Brady
at
went
the,
right back and threw that interception. That kind of
right, but he was throwing that shit on the back foot and under
Right.
pressure. He should throw that shit away. And Tom Brady is trying to force a lot of shit.
Yeah, he
At
do.
this age, no need to. You
Yeah.
feel me? Check the fuck down, Tom Brady. It's okay. It's okay. You ain't got shit to prove. You got MVPs. You got championships. You got money. You even got the wife.
He
Ain't nothing to prove, bro.
He ain't got nothing to prove.
Check
no.
down like Alex Smith. Man. It's okay. It's okay.
Yes.
Don't force
Can I
it. Don't
just
force
say
it. Don't
this?
force it.
He is the king of check down because that's how he won a couple of championships.
That's the shit. That's how he became the
You
who
know
he
what I
is.
mean?
If you look at the earlier Tom
Yo,
Brady,
he was king of check down. Yeah, check that shit
especially
down.
the Super
quickly.
Bowl, that they won that shit off of slants and screens.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because they had the personnel to do it. When you
Yeah,
got
that's a fact.
fucking Welker and Elderman and shit, and these fast motherfuckers.
No, that was before that. That was Troy Brown and them.
Troy Brown.
Who was that running back? Corey Dillon. Them
Yeah,
days.
wow.
Yeah.
That's
Check
crazy.
that shit down.
Well, I just hope Tom Brady
Right,
uses his
yeah.
bye week to like.
Right.
I was mad.
Well, I remember too.
This is the problem with that whole Bruce Arians, Tom Brady shit. I'm gonna tell you this shit right now. Motherfuckers don't realize this shit, and it happened in every single sport. Once you get that big name, the biggest dude in free agency, he runs the. Unfortunately, he runs the fucking show now. You're not dropping me. You're not dropping LeBron James once he come to LA. I run the fucking show now.
And
You do what the fuck.
I mean,
Unfortunately, that's how it is. It's not fair.
I mean, I feel you on that, but he went to that team knowing that he wanted to go to a situation where he has some say so. So my problem, if that's a problem now, they can sign a contract and be like, I got some say so. They try to take it away.
Yeah, no.
He's just voicing his opinion.
Right,
He said
yeah.
Tom Brady's
There's
having
some
trouble
passes
reading
in it.
coverages.
Yeah.
He's calling the plays.
Yeah.
I'm his
Right.
coach. I'm criticizing him.
Right, it ain't nothing
This
wrong
is
with
what
that.
you need to do
No,
better.
right.
You need to read this shit
Oh, yeah,
better.
no.
Make
And
better plays.
that's
Me
what I said.
personally, though, I think it should be everybody, though, because it ain't just on Tom Brady. Motherfuckers block up there. God damn.
I'm about to say,
Receivers outside of Antonio Brown and Goodwin, run a fucking.
Yeah.
I be watching the fucking play. They be so confused on that line sometimes. This motherfucker.
Hey, did you see?
Listen, I watched them double team an end and let the backer run straight up the middle free like.
And it's like,
Why y'all double team in the end?
And
Y'all
you
could have
see-
all been 1-on-1. They
I will
only
say
rushed
this.
4.
big
They
ups
just
to that.
missed one.
Big ups to that defense making adjustments at the half because it was killing them. Come to half, they
Yeah,
slowed all
well,
that
And then
shit
they got
down.
like 20
Yeah,
yards.
well.
Yeah, but then he got out of the first
No,
half.
fuck
They
first
could've won
half,
it.
first
They could've
quarter.
first
They
quarter.
could've
man.
won that game.
Yeah, they could have won
They
that
could've
game.
came
So
back
big
and won.
ups,
Tampa
big ups
did
to Tampa making adjustments at the half. They
Yeah,
shut
they
that
did.
shit down.
They could have won. They only
That's
lost
a
by.
fact.
They only lost by 3.
Penalties.
Yeah,
Penalties.
Penalties
Penalties
there
killed
too, yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
plus,
yeah.
like I said, he was such a monster in that first half that they was starting to fire back in the second half.
No,
like,
fuck
you know
that.
what
We
I'm saying?
gonna put 2
No,
on his ass.
Right, and
But
it's
they got
started.
too many
And
guys.
they started knowing it. What happened is it
They
started.
shut half of the
You got
field down, and the rest of y'all gotta beat.
got it.
now.
And it started getting to the quarterback
Right.
second half. You got to put pressure on him. Now you got to fucking force him to throw fast. You feel me?
They
And
was
that's,
getting at his ass.
yeah, they was
Yeah,
laying back in that
second half,
zone trying to. They was tearing that shit up.
Yeah.
Because you
Give
got
Mahomes time. He gonna pitch.
yeah, because you got to compensate Mahomes because he gonna come out that pocket.
Yeah.
So they thought maybe we run a zone and keep him back there and thinking that was gonna work. Man, he was killing that
Yeah,
motherfucker
so
second
that
half.
You
motherfucker-
have- that nigga
All he needs
in
is
the
a little
first
bit. Catch that
quarter.
in his stride.
First quarter.
That nigga's fast.
203
fast as
yards,
fuck.
208 yards in the first quarter.
Yeah,
Yep.
200,
Like,
like
if you throw that nigga
37
in
or some
stride,
shit like that.
ain't nobody
And
catching
only
him.
wind up having 269 at the end of the game, 270.
But still.
That was, but no. What I'm saying is,
That y'all held him to 60
you
yards.
know what
Yeah,
I
after
mean?
that, yeah.
Shit,
Yeah,
That
okay,
motherfucker that torched you for 200.
Right.
You might not held him. Nigga might have been tired. He ran damn near to
No,
fucking
fuck that.
Atlanta and
No,
shit.
listen, no. When you
Fuck
got
that.
that many yards you doing, you don't think you'll get tired. Your adrenaline is gone.
Hell yeah.
You mad? Because I'm telling you.
Throw that shit again.
Sports is sports. I mean, I'm just gonna say because I didn't touch the ball much playing football, but basketball, boy, Listen, I make my first 5 shots. I make my next 7. You're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? You know what I mean?
Yo,
You smack somebody, nigga, you juice for the rest of the game.
That's a fact.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some history. There was some history being made this weekend.
All right, well, make it quick because we about to wrap it up.
Sarah Fuller,
How about that, Nate
the
Robinson?
first female to play in a Power 5 football team.
Oh, the kicker from
The
Purdue
kid,
or
right?
whatever?
Vanderbilt. You know,
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations.
So big ups to
did they
Sarah.
win?
Yeah, they won.
Okay.
They won.
She kicked?
Yeah, but why didn't
She
give
kicked.
them
They
one kick?
had her
They
kicking
the opening kick off of the second
They
half.
got the script.
Yeah, they let her kick the swivel kick. You know, but now they talk about making her kicking field goals and doing regular kicks.
She's
So.
a kicker.
That shit fucking kicker.
And she's a kicker. She's a female.
So what? You got other history other than that? Because we know that part. All right, here we go. Fucking good. You got it all out? All right, cool. Queens of Salutation, Caesar Don, your host, man. Can't talk the crew.
What up, though?
we
back,
back,
we
y'all.
back, we
We
back.
back.
What up,
My
though?
man is
Back
my man
as
is
hell.
Hell yeah.
Hey, I just want to say one thing. Can I just have a moment of silence real quick for all the Star Wars fans? Darth Vader had passed away at the age of 85.
Yeah.
Dan, oh, I'm sorry.
Bad. See?
His name was Dave Poisey, P-R-O-W-S-E. He portrays Darth Vader.
He wasn't the voice of Darth Vader.
No.
He was just the man in
He
the
was
suit.
just the man in the suit.
Yeah.
And he passed
So
away.
we all
at
know
the
who Darth
age of
Vader is. Don't
85.
fucking disrespect me like that. We
I'm
all
glad the voice. The
we
voice
all
is
know who Darth Vader
Yeah, we all know who the voice
is.
is.
What makes Darth Vader. Anybody could have been in that
Right.
suit. Rest in peace. I
Right.
ain't saying, but anybody could have been in that
No,
suit.
I'm saying don't disrespect Star Wars like that, man. All right? Don't be
You got the man in
disrespectful.
the goddamn truth. You fuck.
Yeah, right.
Right, still,
May
don't
the force
disrespect
be
Star
with
Wars.
you, Darth Vader.
That's right. Force be fucking with you.
He said, "Man, the force."
Now you should be turning to midi-chlorians. Wait. Was that the word for the great
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
Like midi-chlorians.
Yeah, midi-chlorians.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, Benny Corey. That fucking George Lucas, you know he wrote that whole shit in composition books in his fucking basement.
Man,
That shit's
That
crazy.
whole shit, that whole universe,
One
all
of
the
these
names,
books, one of
all the
these
shit,
books.
yup, and wrote
One
the
of
whole
these.
shit. That shit is
Oh,
crazy.
Star Wars.
How old was he? I think he was. Yeah, it was because Grant, it was 20 something.
Right.
I mean,
23, 24,
the
like.
movies is like 4 hours long.
But they're
The
not
early
all-
ones.
The early
yeah.
ones.
And that's
Early
a movie.
No, they all are.
Listen, and that's a movie. Normally, when they translate writings and books from movies
Yeah.
into movies, it's usually shorter.
Yeah.
So imagine how much shit he really wrote.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's what happens when you write and
Different
produce your own
university,
shit.
right.
Like
That
you know,
motherfucker probably-
he's like, "Oh, y'all niggas gonna give me
built
money
the
to make
whole
this shit?
little world down
I'm about to
there
put all
and
types of
shit."
shit up in here, nigga. Y'all niggas just don't know."
I just be thinking with people like that, you got a vivid imagination to come with the characters, the
Yeah.
plot, the everything.
Especially that
That's what
sci-fi
cool
shit.
I think we
I
had
have
a
a lot of friends, bro.
we had a
You
discussion
stuck in the
about
basement.
if you would rather live in
Created
Star
that
Wars or Star
Star Trek?
Trek.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to.
I know I said Star Trek, but Star Wars, yeah, I would rather live in.
Yeah, I gotta be. I
Come
gotta
on,
be
man.
where the
There ain't no
motherfucking
force.
force
You know what I'm
at.
saying? I'm sorry. I ain't really interested in fucking green bitches. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Like,
You
you know what I
get
mean?
green bitches having a force.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You can pull the green bitch towards you just like this.
Let me talk another language.
I'm mad as hell how they did Klingons in
Yeah,
Star
I
Trek.
showed that shit.
Klingons, where everybody know Klingons was the niggas in Star Trek.
Right.
And they treated them niggas like niggas. I was mad as hell. They treated the Klingons like shit, dude.
I need you to
I like the
talk.
Klingons.
I like the Klingons.
I like the Klingons. I mean, if I had to be a Star Wars.
Kirk ain't showed the Klingons no love. Spock ain't showed the Klingons no love. None of that shit,
I don't know
dog.
about Star Trek.
I'm telling you.
I don't know nothing about Star Trek.
That's why Black History Month I watch no Star Trek. Fuck that
Oh shit!
shit.
Only thing I know about Will Shatner is TJ Hooker.
You said TJ Hooker? Shut the fuck up. I don't know
Oh,
about
he
TJ
said
Hooker.
TJ Hooker. Yeah, hey, that was a hell of a show.
Hey, that was Heather Locklear's first shit.
Yeah.
Wow. TJ Hooker. Nah, I think everybody know. You see, they got a black Picard now. You see that they got a female black Picard
We're gonna stay here.
for a Star Trek.
Yeah, I want to talk about something else too, y'all.
Make it quick.
A couple days ago, I was watching some movies, and I came across this movie with John Travolta. It's called Life on the Line. It came out in 2015. Listen, watch this movie. Because now I have a lot of respect for the people who keep my lights on and shit. You know, that keep shit running in this world. You know what I'm saying? You got your doctors, your lawyers, your police, your fire, but the motherfuckers that work on them power lines, yo, listen, that's a hell of a job to have.
It's a movie.
It's a movie. I know it's a movie, but just them portraying. And plus, in the movie, they said the people that work on the power line, there was 112 of them that died on power lines. You know what I'm saying? We all know it's electricity. They keep everything going. Man, that's a hell of a movie. And John Travolta played it, and I watched the shit. Man, that turned out to be a very good movie. So next week, I'm going to do John Travolta movies.
Oh, and I'm telling you, if Grease is not number one, Pipers, I'm putting you on the podcast. I'm letting you know right now. You will be replaced with a female host. I'm not playing.
It's gonna be Michael. It's gonna be Michael.
It could be. It could be.
You say it's gonna be Michael.
Michael, the one with his angel?
It could be.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up.
That wasn't bad.
Don't get me over.
Oh, yeah. John Travolta did a lot of movies.
Why it can't be Pulp Fiction?
That still can't be over Grease. You crazy niggas is crazy.
I don't know.
Welcome
Back Carter was his.
Grease is probably the best part
Welcome Back Carter was.
That was
Not
a
a movie.
musical.
You said movies, not a sitcom.
Uptown Saturday Night.
That
Dance
was a
Fever.
musical.
Is it Dance Fever?
Was it Grease a musical?
It's a movie. It's still
It's a movie. It was a
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, it's a movie and a
It was
musical. But
No,
what we talking about is the movie.
ain't Grease a musical? Cause that ain't they? Didn't they sing?
Yeah, they did sing.
The fuck that
Hey,
movie?
we
musical
come
movie, yeah, it's a
together
movie.
like
That's not the, hey. That's not the words. I appreciate it if you stop.
What about
Not
I can't
disrespect
say
Grease.
Grease was the shit.
Grease was.
What about
Hey,
Face
Grease.
Off?
Okay, Face Off was that shit because
Me and this nigga was in the car watching the Grease the one time.
Yo,
I would say Face Off was good because I always like John Travolta being a bad guy, right?
Right.
But nobody can glide the floor like John Travolta.
No.
Grease Lightning.
No.
That motherfucker was like this. Grease Lightning, go Grease Lightning.
He's like, I know that one too.
Yeah, try to vote I like the swordfish.
Man,
Swordfish
not
is
good.
Grease
Pendulum 1, 2,
Lightning,
3.
go Grease Lightning.
Pendulum 1, 2, 3.
Hey.
Yo, that one was good.
T-Bird, dog.
But still,
Yep.
but even.
Oh,
So
that
next
was
week,
kind of
so
one,
next
two,
week, yeah. So next week, what I'm gonna do a top 10 John Travolta movie.
That was-
It's
that's
a lot of them. When I googled it, it's a lot of them.
Oh, yeah,
we
he
going
put
back
some
to the
work.
70s.
He did put
We
some
go back
work.
to the 70s. You know what I'm saying with him, and he's still making movies.
Yeah.
And then there's Life on the
Hairspray
Line.
number one.
Huh?
Hairspray.
Man. He had a couple of comedies.
Tracy Turnblad.
What was it?
Turnblad.
We gonna say them, right? Look Who's Talking. That's it. Look Who's Talking. 1 and 2.
Look Who's Talking was good.
That was real good.
Ain't gonna hold you up on that one.
Yeah.
All right, so what you got, C's? What's your shit?
Well, more on a serious note.
Okay.
I know I don't know how necessary it is, and we're going to talk about race for a second, so I don't think I'm prejudiced, but I don't really know how it is with the white/Caucasian community. But in ethnic backgrounds, for the black man, Hispanic man, whatever man it is of ethnic background, goes through a lot. And one of the major things that we do go through as black men and men of ethnic background is depression. And a lot of times, growing up in a household with ethnic background, we tend to look at certain things that we do as being soft or being a pussy, or showing your emotions might make you look soft in certain things. And what I've done through my research to see that is a wrong way of raising men of ethnic background, because it can lead them to being something else. We had to stop in the households bashing our men for wanting to express how they feel, because a lot of times they come out a different kind of way.
Okay.
So my question to you is, what do you guys think about stuff like that in a household? Like, for example, especially, I don't know, once again, I don't know how it is for, say the white community, but I know for the ethnic community, coming out being gay young is like almost frowned upon, at least in my generation. Nowadays it's different, but I have a friend that kept his identity fucking to himself till he was old enough, and he told me a story once that he was a mascot for this fucking football team, and the guys would go to the girls' locker room and, you know what I'm saying, they would be, you know, playing and shit like that. And he wouldn't feel anything until he actually got to the showers with the men, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. You feel me? But him being Hispanic, he had to keep this all to himself because he couldn't go home because his father was macho and would have whooped his ass if he would have said, hey, Dad, look, I like boys. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? There has to be a line drawn, though, somewhere because, you know, I mean, even if for me, seeing what I've seen in my household, which wasn't a lot of violence, but still, it was a lot of shit.
Right.
And you feel, you know, me being older now, you see here on this podcast and people watching the shit all over. Where the fuck they watching it out?
Right.
You feel me? I'm actually comfortable expressing about what I went through being young, but me being who I am had me able to handle a lot of shit. A lot of people not strong-minded to handle a lot of things. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I got a friend that, you know what I'm saying, was touched as a little kid, him and his sister, and, you know what I'm saying, he has a thing where he likes the other shit, but, you know what I'm saying, it just came out, but he kept it concealed all these years because of how he was molested as a kid.
Right.
You feel me? Like, at some point, you have to be able to seek this help. Because, I mean, let's be honest, white folks go through shit, what they go through? Right through a therapist. And sometimes talking to somebody outside looking in might actually be better for you. You feel me? Because this way, this person's not judging you or looking at you a certain kind of way, like, I knew it all along.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now you got this person talking to you, actually trying to help you with some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a major subject within the ethnic community. You feel me? Not just with the men, but with women, period. We had, you know what I'm saying, we feel like it's some kind of way of letting people in our business if we decide to go sit down and say, the first thing is like, oh, I want them motherfuckers in my business. You might need somebody to help you out with the situation you're going through. You feel me?
Yeah.
But with us, it don't happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's your intake on that.
I was raised kind of like that, where, you know what I'm saying, my mother didn't necessarily use, like, she mad nice, you know what I'm saying, shouts out to my mom. She mad nice, but she always raised me to be, like, mad tough. Like, she always raised me, I was the only child, so she definitely was like, you can't be spoiled, because everybody gonna think you spoiled because you're an only child, so I'm gonna knock that shit out.
Nobody would have spoiled as boy.
Yeah, exactly. Sure. And two, you can't,
nothing like that.
And two, you can't be no sucker because you ain't got nobody to lean on. You know what I'm saying? I can't. If I get jumped, I get jumped. I ain't got nobody to go get. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no cousins, no brothers, no none of that shit. Everybody knew I had none of that shit, so I done got jumped a couple times in my life.
Conversations couldn't go, oh, we be back, huh?
We be back. I had nobody to go get. I'm like, all right, I have to put my back against the wall. And let's fucking get busy.
We gotta get it now. Let's get it now.
We gotta get busy. But she wasn't like looking like it's a pussy. I think it was like where you just kind of touched on it there, where as black men, once you turn a certain age, you got to be so tough once you hit these bricks. You know what I'm saying? Once you actually come outside the crib, you got to be tougher than the average. We the most hated combined of color and gender in the whole entire world. In the whole entire world is the black man. We are the most hated. So it's got to be a balance, you dig? Because it's like, yeah, you shouldn't keep all that shit cooped up, but yet you can't let the world see it neither. You know what I'm saying? So where's the line?
Well, I'm thinking more like, for example, when I got these stitches under my lip, I was doing stupid shit. I was playing baseball at the time, and I had a really good game, and I'm outside throwing the ball all the way up in the air as far as I could throw it. I slipped, bam, hits my lip. Teeth go through my lip, I'm bleeding like a motherfucker. You know the first thing my father said when I went to the sink? Like, boy, you hurt yourself. That's I'm being a pussy. I'm like, Pops, I'm really fucked up. Like, yeah, right, let me see. And when he looked and seen, that's when he was like, okay, shit, you might need some stitches. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I can't even be, his first reaction is like, I can't even be hurt, Pops. I gotta be a pussy because I'm in pain. Right. See what I'm saying? Like, we have to stop that. You feel me?
Yeah, that's how it was when I was growing up.
We do.
But then I got ass whooping for crying over shit. Like,
right.
My ass for crying. That's about to make me cry.
Or the thing that got me, which made me whoop ass even more, is like, becoming here after losing, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Yeah. So now you're forcing me not only to fight, but now I gotta dog walk this motherfucker because I'm gonna go home and get whooped.
But doing kids like that, you harden them to hide their emotions. And now it's like, I'm not supposed to show no emotion. So if I'm feeling some type of way or something, I gotta eat that shit. Hide that shit. Don't let nobody else see that shit. Because you show emotion, you weak.
The only thing I can say about us holding our emotions in and not expressing them is that we express them sometimes in a bad way. Don't get me wrong what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you know what I'm saying, for example, if you had a woman at home that was treated, maybe you might start beating women or, you know what I'm saying, or being a bully. Like, shit happens to you that make you do this shit.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, you feel me? Because... No, I wasn't. No, I was just thinking about some shit.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't about to beat no ass on shit. See, y'all made me lose my train of thought. See, that's what I'm talking about. I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about.
Nah, but I figured. But
No,
instead of
it's all
talking
right.
about it, we
I'll
find
go
different
back.
ways to cope with this shit. Like, nigga might smoke. Nigga might drink.
Bro, thank you. That's why I'm going with that.
Nigga might...
Right,
bitches.
right.
You know what I
So,
mean?
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? When Peanut got raped, remember when she got touched as a little kid, you know what I'm saying? I know people, females that go either way. Either they shut the fuck down and don't want another guy to touch the rest of their life, or they go the other route when they just run motherfucking rapid.
Yeah.
You feel me? And you know what I'm saying? Sometimes cases do that. But still in all, with us having these problems and going through this shit through our household, we still don't go get a gun and shoot up no malls and no schools or nothing.
Oh no.
No, we ain't doing
You know what I'm
that.
saying? We ain't doing that. You feel me?
No.
Yeah? It no matter what we was raised in that motherfucking household, we know better enough and we better not go do that shit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You get upset. You know, it ain't these motherfuckers out here problems. We know what problems they cause us.
Yeah.
We know
Well,
the
'cause
problems in our side. Like,
I always say that white people have problems too. I mean, it might not be the same problems that we have, but white people got problems too.
Well,
the difference between white people and us is that we grown up, we were raised to know that everything can't go our fucking way.
Right.
We not raised with privilege. Unfortunately, even white
Right.
people who don't want white privilege are still raised with white privilege.
listen,
Yeah.
So then you get 25 and somebody tell you no, and you want to shoot, you want to fucking Columbine, you want to Las Vegas. 'Cause somebody said you couldn't have some shit. I'm
Right.
dead ass serious.
Right.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
not even
Like,
glad.
it's like-
Right,
Yeah.
right.
a lot of the shit we told us.
Yeah, no.
Right, and that'd be my whole
Story,
thing.
no, shut up. Get the fuck in the car. I thought you couldn't have shit.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
all right. What's the next one? Right.
And that'd be my whole thing. My grandbaby too. I gotta teach him as much as I give him. Yeah, you gotta hear no. You can't keep hearing. You can't go through life thinking everything is a yes.
Because somebody
Trust me,
eventually tell you no.
Life will smack you in the face and understand
Yeah.
the word no comes in capital letters.
They're like, oh my God,
That's
you
a fact.
what? No, wait, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, like a VA.
Yep, they like motherfucking from motherfucking what is it? How white man can't jump and shit.
Yeah.
I'll go back to my car and I'm gonna shoot everybody.
Get out of my car. Give out the gun.
Right.
Shoot everybody ass.
I'm about to go to my locker. I'm gonna pop that locker. Well, remember my combination, bitch? All y'all gonna fucking die. All
Bang, bang. All y'all gonna die.
I'm telling you, it's because they was raised, yes, yeah, you can, yeah, you can. Even some of the shit they was told no with, they still eventually got it.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
And then you finally get to a point where somebody tell you no.
Well,
and flip
I
the fuck
got a
out.
perfect example right here. Right, we said about talking about the depression and shit. I'm going to say for me, it would have been a little different for me because of how I was raised, how nasty I was at an early age. But think about the movie Antoine Fisher. Remember when his aunt was like, you know what to do, take off my pants. What did he do? He ran out the house. That shit scarred him for life. And he did not get over that until he decided somebody to sit down and talk to him.
Yeah.
Now, just imagine if he never went to the motherfucking military. He would have been this person with so much hatred
Yeah.
and don't know how to approach women, don't know how to do any of that because how he was as a kid. Is part of what I'm saying. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
some of the shit with black folks is just going to happen. We
Yeah.
can't come in the house crying, none of that shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
But when major shit happens to us like that, we had to, as a race, get better.
Yeah.
You feel me? We can't tell our kid we're lying, and you feel me? We had to be more involved with that
Yeah.
because that leads to depression. And depression is a real motherfucking thing.
It's definitely a disease. It
I ain't got
definitely
nobody to
is.
talk to about it.
Right.
I think I got a couple screws loose. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been thinking
I'm
about
sure I
it.
think everybody at the table doing stuff for my bitch.
No, that nigga got a whole bucket loose.
Yeah, but his screws loose ain't like the rest of ours, though. His screws is loose. It's something like, he just, you know what I mean? That
You
one,
out
like,
there?
yeah, like, that's the
I ain't out there.
You feel me? His screws ain't loose because, you know, it's, like, for me, like, shit, you know.
I'm just older than y'all, so my
It's-
No,
ways.
but shit, but that don't really mean nothing. I mean, how old are you?
50.
Right, and
But-
I'm 7 years behind you. That ain't much of a difference.
Okay.
But what he's saying is his parents grew up different.
Right,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
but still,
So
but
how
still,
he-
it's,
How he grew up is, you know, it's
yeah,
like,
but that's still, but what we talking about still
It's-
happens in the black in the household, probably more or less your generation than any.
Yeah,
You feel me?
yeah.
most definitely,
Most definitely. You feel me?
because ain't wasn't no sissies.
Right.
Pardon my French.
Right.
What wasn't no coming in the house being like, oh
And,
no.
and the back of what you said, it was a point where black folks really ain't fuck with white folks like that at
Right.
all.
Oh,
Especially
right.
our generation.
All
So we're not
black
about to
folks
sit
will
down.
decide
I'm
I'm not about to tell these white folk my business.
absolutely not. So you feed me
You
all these
already
goddamn
judging me. I'm
right.
about to
So
tell
you
you my
feed me all these
problems.
goddamn pills and
Yeah, we
whoop de
are.
woo and
Our
shit like
generation
that.
was more quiet and discreet.
Right.
Handle that shit
we
in-house
We
and
gonna go
that's
to
it.
church.
Yeah, we went to
Basically,
church.
we're gonna go to church.
The only
Right.
person you talk to is the goddamn pastor.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
If
you know
the
what?
pastor
You
can't
had,
handle it,
but that
See,
generation
me, I
also.
went to a Catholic school, so.
But your
you know,
generation
I
also had a lot of
nuns
suicides
and-
too.
Yeah.
You feel me? Oh, it's at the front door, and you know we say we around. But yeah, that shit. Ain't a whoop right? But you know what I'm saying that you know what I'm saying to stay on subject again is. You know what I'm saying? The stuff I was reading was just blowing my mind. It was like so much information I can't even like spew it out right now, but you feel me? It blew me the fuck away.
Yeah.
You feel me?
What I real.
Yeah. One quick thing, let's see the time is ticking. I just want to say in the Forbes magazine, I said this off camera, it has some kind of like corona like vaccine that enhances the HIV virus if you have it.
Oh shit.
So what does that do? But once again, we all know they had a cure for that shit, and there's more money in the treatment than it is a cure. Because there's no way you're gonna fucking tell me
So wait,
that you have that you have a pill that can suppress your HIV during sex that you won't transmit it to anybody else, but you don't have the fucking cure. Right here.
you're telling me.
Right the fuck here. You feel me?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Stop it.
I got AIDS. Say I got it under control. I get corona. They can give me a vaccine
For the
to kill
corona.
my corona,
But your
my
HIV
AIDS
might
can go and kill me anyway. Like,
That's
now,
right.
I got two things
what
about that.
the fuck?
I got two things about that now. So one, so that means you tell me with a person that don't got HIV, it should cure them no problem. That's one thing it's telling me. You know
No,
what I'm
well,
saying?
it depends. It depends
There's
how
no
corona.
fucking crazy side effects for this goddamn.
Oh yeah, now the side effects
No.
is different. That's what I was about to get into.
No,
The side
well,
effects
I
is
think
different.
the only thing of the corona that's killing, like if you're young and your bones and vital fibers is fine, corona's
Yeah,
gonna go
I
right through you and
You
you
gotta
good.
get, and they like
I heard
3
two
weeks
shots.
apart.
But it's nothing. But if your motherfucker got respiratory shit problems, that's where the corona comes in at.
Yeah.
That's when it becomes a problem. So if you good, I mean shit, that corona run through you and
But now another thing I had is okay. So now what if you HIV positive? What you HIV positive? Like you ain't got that shit even under control. Like you in bad shape. Are you immune from the corona?
no, absolutely not. The corona probably tear your ass up because your immune system
I,
ain't got that.
am trying to figure out what the two got to do.
I
Correlate
mean, you know,
with each
so, you know
other.
what the
Like,
articles
you know what I
in
mean?
the articles in the Forbes is this month's Forbes, so anybody can just Google that and read the article. I didn't read the whole thing. I just read like the first 2 paragraphs, and it blew my
it
fucking
is.
mind that the motherfucking title said
probably,
this.
It
You
probably
feel me?
take
Like
your
what the
white
fuck?
cells from fighting the goddamn AIDS.
Yeah,
to
right.
start fighting the fucking corona.
It gives it
and
right.
right. And grow like
Right.
fuck it.
They're like, oh, you on there fucking with the corona? Cool. I was gonna be over here stirring up shit.
But if you got bad HIV and get corona, you
Yeah,
dead already.
your immune
Right.
system can't fight too much more anyway.
Well, shit,
That's
you're
a fact.
at that point. You're saying you could barely
You
fight off a
probably-
regular cold.
Right,
You probably
right.
ain't got much.
Right, it's,
That
yeah,
shit,
that
that
shit.
corona hit you, they like
Yeah.
Right.
make them comfortable.
Yep. Get on up out of here. Concede like Trump
Right,
should.
right,
That's how it sounded when they were talking about the Spanish flu.
All
No,
that
I
shit,
think it
that's,
probably was more panic. You know why? Because
They ain't have all this medical
Right,
technology and shit. They ain't know what.
you
the
know
fuck
how
to
long
do.
it probably took them to realize that, damn, if we just injected the motherfucker and they realize to get their own enemy, we can
Everybody
fix
just
some
running
shit.
around.
You know what I mean?
We get this shit. We in a little bit of pain. They're like, shut everything down. Wear a fucking mask.
Yeah.
We working on some
Yeah,
shit.
right.
Hell yeah.
I mean, then they have all the shit that makes you want to come out the motherfucking house.
Right.
I can cap and feel that. I ain't too much Netflix, Hulu, TV, video games. All that shit can do for me. Look, I need to get out this motherfucker.
First, imagine back in the day, them niggas was just in the house just.
Right. Looking at fireplaces, reading
Yeah.
books and Bibles
Hell
and
yeah.
shit.
Bitch, I'm tired of you.
playing
Right.
playing Jenga and shit.
Did they have Jenga back then?
Hell
They was
yeah,
stacking
Jenga back
rocks
then. Jenga
and
been
shit.
around for a minute. Jenga been around
been
since
around for a minute.
like something like the 40s or some shit.
Yo,
or the
stop
50s.
fucking playing with me.
I'm dead
man.
serious.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good question.
I thought that shit was like the 1800s.
The Spanish flu is excellent. It's just like the swine flu or the
Swine flu.
influenza or some shit
Yeah.
came in and swept the motherfucker down.
Yeah, H1N1, whatever that shit
H1N1,
was.
Oh,
That
I
shit
don't
came
know, yeah,
through.
well, I don't
Yeah.
know what the fuck that
And
was.
three
that
months.
shit came back for a
Get
little
your
bit.
ass
That
out.
shit
Nigga.
came back, yeah.
That's several seats.
Hell yeah. I mean, real quick. We get rid of this shit real quick. It's like a dance. Like,
Yeah,
it's real
but-
hot for a minute. And then
This
Right.
is the longest shit that's ever been around.
Yeah, for our generation,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's a fact.
This is like the dab. Like, this shit gonna be here for a minute. Like, get comfortable. Motherfuckers gonna be doing this shit for at least another 6 or 7 months. Real ass talk.
I can't wait till they just say, y'all niggas ain't gotta wear masks.
Oh shit! But the thing about it is, it's gonna be. I guarantee you, like even when they say it's gonna be motherfuckers that's paranoid that's gonna wear masks until
You
the
better
day
believe
they
it.
I don't think
There's going
I don't
to
think the
be-
mask
I
thing's
be
going
seeing, I
away.
be seeing people out with the mask on. They be having on the damn washing dishes
dishes
gloves and
Yeah,
shit.
hell
Like,
yeah. These motherfuckers like outbreak and
Yeah,
shit.
you
just
motherfuckers-
like-
I know it's getting real. You know them Tommy Copper, whatever motherfucker, like
Oh,
socks and shit.
oh, they
These
got
niggas
that-
done made some gloves and shit now.
And
That's
they got the joint.
antibacterial.
And they got the face
And
mask.
they got the face mask
Hell
too.
yeah, yeah. We about to
Everybody
get
got
in
like
on this
all this
market.
shit.
Right.
gloves and masks.
I seen this nigga
Come
like
on, man.
this nigga like the Ghostface Killer. This nigga had he had a stocking cap like over his whole shit like he's about to rock, but then he had the joint over his shit with the eyes and nose and shit cut out. So he like the Ghostface Killer for
you
real.
Walk in the bank and they just be like,
Yup.
"How you doing, sir?"
How you doing, sir?
Right.
Major
I'm
6
about
foot.
to rob this motherfucker.
Hey, y'all, she's not your host.
What up?
These cats.
What
These
up?
cats.
What up? These
Cool cats.
The cool cats. Cool.
Y'all motherfuckers are cool as cats I know.
Okay, cool
That's
cats.
Hey, high five, brother.
Daddy.
On the black hand side.
This shit from Do the Right Thing, and nigga was like, what the hell? All right, let me give a proper
Ladies and
introduction.
gentlemen, the
Yeah,
top 10.
Yeah, right. I gotta give an introduction that's proper for the mood today. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
It's really-
This is the greatest, most exciting top 10 you've ever heard in your life.
Oh.
Seize the
You
time.
might want to get you another. You might want to get you another Bruce Buffer.
Seize the Don. It's got this. Seize the Don and the crew.
That's
Presents
fucked
to you
up.
The Pipe is time.
You got to do new Bruce Buffer.
This week's top 10, I slacked a little bit, okay? You know, I slacked a little bit. So I came up with top 10 brothers in the NFL.
Which is a good topic.
You know what I'm saying?
I like
Brothers.
it.
So,
I fucking like it.
you know, I found out there was 29 of them.
29 of them.
So
All right,
we go top 10?
who got number
So,
10?
my top 10, number 10, I'm
Number
going to
10.
go with Lyle and Glenn Blackwood brothers from Miami Dolphin days.
Okay.
Okay.
The
What
Blackwood
years?
brothers, both, huh?
What years?
This was like in the early 80s.
Okay.
70s when they had the Killer Bees and shit. Maybe 70s. You know what I'm saying?
Steelers?
Miami Dolphins.
I said Killer Bees. That's one of the Steelers jerseys? Killer Bees?
No.
Oh,
You know,
I know
they was
Killer
called
Bees
the Bruise Brothers.
Yeah, the
You
wide
know.
receiver set that was in before like Clayton
Right.
Duper and all of them.
Right, with
You know
Clayton
what I'm saying?
Duper, Marino, and they had everybody on their defense had a last
My
name
uncle's
with
a
B.
Dolphins fan. That's the only
Okay.
reason. That's the only reason why.
All right,
One
my
brother
number
receiver.
9 was Chris and Kyle Long.
I forgot about that.
You know
I
what
forgot
I'm
about
saying?
them too.
Chris and Kyle Long.
Yeah, okay.
You know,
Wow.
my number 8 was Thomas and Julius Jones. The brothers that one played for Seattle and the other one played for
Is it
Cincinnati, I think.
Wait, Chandler not their brother? Chandler Jones?
Might
No?
be.
Okay, go
Might
ahead.
be.
I thought it was like 3 of them brothers, maybe 4.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, my number 7 brothers was Chris and Matt Byer, the kickers.
Oh,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so the kickers.
The 2 kickers from back in the day.
Mhm.
Number 6 was Michael and Marcellus Bennett. The
Okay.
Bennett brothers.
Yeah.
I remember that. The Bills had one of them, right?
Sweet, yeah, for a
No.
second, for you.
No,
My number 5 brothers. My number
Yeah.
5 brothers was the Watt brothers, JJ, Derek, and TJ.
Yeah, my man
Out
Thomas
of
say
all 3
everybody
of
need
them,
a
I
wife.
like TJ.
All 3 of them
TJ
played
was
all 3 of them
balling.
played professional football?
Yeah, they all do. Yup. Derek is a full.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, one of them played. Oh, they
Yeah.
both played with the Steelers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Derek and TJ.
It's always good to have at least a 1 watt. That's what we always say. It's always good to have
And then my
one
number
watt.
4 brothers was the McCourty brothers.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They're a pretty good little set.
Yeah, I was really happy when he left Tennessee to come over to New England. I was like, yes, finally, we can
Now-
play together.
Right. Now my number 3 brothers was Marcus, Isaiah, and Damone, the Trufants. The
Okay.
Trufant brothers.
Trufants?
Yeah, the true
Oh,
fun.
Marcus Trufant and
Yeah.
what's the other one?
Marcus,
Yeah.
Isaiah, and
Marcus
Desmond.
Trufant.
Yeah, yeah.
My number 2 brothers in the NFL was Sterling and Shannon Sharp. Sharp brothers.
Okay.
One was the tight end, one was the receiver, right?
Right.
Sterling was
Right.
nice.
Played
Sterling-
Green Bay.
And then my number one brothers was the Mannings, because from dad on down.
Oh yeah, listen.
From dad on
After
down.
watching that
Right, they
documentary,
always hit yo. They had decades.
Yeah,
of
it could have been
Hey,
one. Could have been one before Payton.
Right.
Yeah, them brother.
Yeah.
Right.
Brother.
Older brother.
He played
But
receiver.
I'm talking about him. It's an Arch Manning, which is the nephew or
The nephew,
Oh,
right?
he
The nephew,
balling
yeah,
right
he
now.
balling out of
balling
control
too.
right now.
Right.
Yeah.
He ain't even
They
college
had
yet.
they had the most. The Mannings had the most in NFL.
Yeah, they
They
breed
played
quarterbacks.
You know what I'm saying? But the what's the brothers for the one that's missing their
He
saying?
got a Super Bowl.
Oh, Griffin.
The Griffin brothers? Yeah, I like them. They
Hey, don't
always
forget
come.
about the Edmonds. We got
And
two.
the Edmonds.
We
And
got,
there's
we
three
got
of
two.
them.
Yeah, we got
It's
two out of those
them.
three
It's
too.
three of them. It's three of them.
We
take all the brothers.
Right.
Four brothers.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because what-
One play running back and one play safety.
Yep.
The
Yeah.
running back don't really get
Wait,
burned.
don't anyone that
Safety
play for
step.
Arizona?
For
That-
No.
for
Edmonds.
Arizona.
Because Edmonds, but he not related.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, he
No
not
relation.
related. No, he not related. We got the two Edmonds, and then the other Edmonds play for y'all. Play for the Bills.
Oh yeah, that's the dumpster juice one.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one that Ron says dumpster
There
juice.
you go.
They say he dumpster juice. I really don't pay
Yeah,
much attention to it,
no.
but they say he like that.
Yo, the Bills defense is stepping up.
The last
Yeah,
two
they
That's
are.
his defense stepping up. But they say that
Yeah,
Edmonds
yeah.
is dumpster juice.
the last two games,
He
you
been
had
playing.
10+ tackles.
So we
Really?
ain't worried about
Yeah.
it.
We ain't worried about
It's
it.
been
Just-
him
Just
Poyer
prepare to lose. Just prepare
and
to
somebody else. Now had
Oh yeah, now y'all want the
Klein.
smoke.
and Klein.
And
That's
Klein.
a
Yeah,
cheap
yeah,
one, so
Klein
you
came
get-
off
Yeah.
Klein.
Well,
Yeah,
the line
yeah.
went down. Yeah, we already beat y'all, so we
Y'all don't
ain't.
want
It'll
the
be
smoke.
solid. It'll
Y'all
be
better hope
solid.
somebody on our team catch some COVID quick.
No, y'all better hope they don't.
I'm saying y'all don't want this smoke. We ain't see
Yeah,
that.
so
That was
that was my brothers. You know, the brothers.
That
of
was a good-
football,
that-
man.
You know
Twin
what?
brothers.
You know
There was a
what
lot.
I-
Yeah, there was a lot more I forgot. The barbers, Tiki
Tiki,
Barber,
yeah,
the
right.
Tiki and Rondé.
Rondé
Yeah.
Barber, yeah.
Well, when you say
Yeah.
coaches was a lot, I thought the
Yeah,
Hardballs was gonna make it.
The Hardballs
was
is
a real
in
good
there.
little set.
Rex Ryan and his brother, both of them played for the Bills.
Yeah.
When Rex Ryan was our coach, his
Yeah.
brother was the defensive
Fuck 'em both.
coordinator. So.
Rex Ryan is trash. He's a very good sports commentator.
Travis-
He's real good.
I don't like his theatrics.
Kelsey,
no, he's-
Kelsey,
yeah.
Travis Kelsey and his brother.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Oh, I
Yeah,
forgot
like
about
Ryan
that.
and shit.
Yeah.
He was like a guard or some shit like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, the
He
Pound
knows.
ain't the Pouncey got a brother?
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
Bouncy
Bouncy,
Brothers.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
They
like
both
the
play
Bouncers.
center, I believe.
Yep, they do. One was the Celtics one play for Miami, right? Miami,
I
Marquise.
think it's weird of it.
Yeah.
I think
The other one play for y'all, right?
Another one play, but yeah, he ain't going nowhere. He'll retire in Pittsburgh. We ain't letting him go. I like
He
him.
the better Thompson.
Yeah, Quadri Ishmael and his brother
Rocket Ishmael. Wow.
Brian and Benny Blades, the Blades brothers. You know, that's going back. McKendricks.
Now we're just doing. What about? Is it just sports or just NFL?
No, this was just the
Is it
NFL
NFL?
brothers. You know,
Yeah, I mean, those
this
brothers
is-
playing those
it's
kinds of
been
players. He
a-
was in the NFL.
You know, I didn't even know that Vernon Davis, Vernon and Vontae Davis.
Oh, they brothers?
Shit.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The one that
no,
quit
they-
on us.
Yeah.
I like to call him halftime.
Yeah, Mr. Halftime. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Vernon Davis, your brother, and you quit on us like that. That motherfucker got hella hard.
Chris and Colin
It's halftime.
Jennings, the Jennings boys.
It's halftime.
I didn't know that William Perry, William and Michael
He went
Dean
out there,
Perry.
he got
I
hit
didn't
hard.
know
It was
that.
like, you know what?
Yeah.
Fuck this. I am not ready for this shit.
Hell
no
no.
more.
I'm going home
now.
I bet you guys you should play for the Bills right now. Bet you
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like a fucking sucker right now.
Hell
'Cause y'all
yeah.
balling.
Sam
We
and
could be a part of that.
Randall Cunningham was brothers in NFL.
Sam
Oh, you know what? Clay Matthews.
Clay and Matthews.
and Bruce.
Oh,
Yeah,
let's go back to
yeah.
this Sam Cunningham.
Oh, they would have fucking Sam Cunningham.
What did Sam play?
Hey.
Sam, wait a minute, who was it? Sam
It was
and
Sam and Randall.
Sam and
We all
Randall.
know who the fuck Randall is.
Sam
I
and
didn't
Randall.
know this nigga had a
Sam
brother.
Yeah, right.
Who the fuck is
He
Sam?
probably the one that they come like, yo, you Randall's brother, right? Be like, yeah. Fuck that nigga.
Why?
That's funny as
Look at that. That nigga ain't do shit. That nigga like somebody's
I don't know.
fucking like
Look.
physical. He like somebody's trainer or some shit. Like
That nigga
got
his
zero.
trainer.
That nigga got 0 snaps, no stats.
That nigga play for some Canadian
He was
football.
a
league.
practice squad
That nigga was
motherfucker.
on the roster. That was
Yeah.
Practice squad only.
They signed that motherfucker during the strike or some shit like that. Real quick. You related to Randall? Well, I guess you can come on in. Shit, I don't know.
They said that. Okay, here it is. Sam Randall was the brother of Randall Cunningham, and he was a former bruising fullback. 10 years unfolded before Randall's career. This was
And they played for 10
1973.
years?
Yeah, he only played for 10 years.
Holy
And
shit,
then-
but 10
and
years, you know who the fuck
then-
he is.
But
Yeah.
fullback.
He
though.
played a
Yeah.
fullback.
Yeah, but fullbacks was big back then, though. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We would have
They
knew who he
ran
was.
the ball,
The
it was
all
bruising.
stats, and if he was banging, I would say he was
so that
balling.
might be his.
He was
I guess
trash.
their brothers, yeah.
He was trash.
And then Randall Cunningham.
He probably wasn't trash. He
It
just
says nigga.
And then, no, he
He
did
played 10 years, and then Randall came in, and that nigga,
Right.
they forgot about
Yeah,
that nigga.
right.
Man,
They
who the
did
fuck
say,
is Sam,
they did say
man?
he played in the 60s, 70s, so we wouldn't
Yeah,
know.
1973.
Damn.
We didn't know who he was anyway. We wasn't even here yet. Pipe was the only one that was here.
Man.
Like, wait, hold on.
Yeah, he only had
How far
5,000
did
yards
his mom and
rushing.
dad have kids.
Yeah, he kind of like my
And he
mom.
used to
and
play
shit. They
for
got to
the
be at least like
Patriots.
19, 20 years
And
apart.
he used to play for the Patriots. That's wow.
Let's go. Play
And
for
then
Randall.
Randall came in the 80s and
Stop.
90s. That's a crazy shit.
Stop.
That wasn't nuts.
Wow.
Stop.
Okay.
You know, we haven't always been that sweet, but shit, we been to the Super Bowl in '85. We got
Stop.
the Bears.
Stop.
Yeah,
We
played
made it.
for,
Okay.
he played in the 70s.
I just wanted to compare that to your Super Bowl. That's all.
All right.
We've been
You
seven times.
always
We've
hating.
been
You always
8
hating.
times and won 6.
So what? We've been.
How many times?
No matter how many times we've been to the Super Bowl,
How many times I won?
we've been.
I just hope we beat them the second time.
Okay, how many
In
times
New
y'all
England.
gonna
We
win?
gotta
I'm telling
beat
you.
in New
In the
England.
post-Tom Brady era.
None.
Oh, we're going to win quite a few.
Stop.
Because it ain't him, it's his sister.
Stop.
It's failing
Yeah.
y'all
You
now.
can wrap this one up.
No, let's. How? I keep telling y'all, we're not even.
I get
No,
it.
man. We're not even healthy, man. So I don't even care. Cam Newton suck. That's the only
Cam
problem.
Newton suck.
We're not healthy. We're not healthy. Cam Newton suck.
It's
We
about
fixed
time
that.
you say it.
We fixed that. We
And
good.
knowing after this season, your jersey will be hung up for the Super Bowl.
Listen, just look at this. Just look at this like the rest of the NFL should be looking at this. There's Corona. There's a lot of injuries. A lot of things going on. Just give Pittsburgh our little ring.
Oh,
It's
shit.
going about the
stop.
way.
So you know, so basically,
You stop.
you don't even want to fucking earn this shit.
Right.
I mean,
Objection.
We can take our time and go through the motions, and y'all can get all the smoke.
Listen.
But why do that? Let's all just go home to our families, okay? Watch a little Peyton full.
Yeah. We played them on a Sunday night, right?
Let's just everybody.
Yes. Good. So
Let's
that's
just-
Tuesday.
Let's
Nah,
just
fuck
let's see
that
what he gonna be
Tuesday.
saying.
Nah, fuck that. We ain't gonna be
just-
watching the game at so I can splatter it all in your face.
let's just
at
stop
the
on
end
the
of the
tournament
game.
right now. Y'all might not even make it to us. Y'all got a whole bunch of hills to climb before y'all even.
Wow.
Y'all might even make it to
that
us.
shit.
Y'all might even make
He
it
say
to
y'all
us. So,
boys
you know what I'm saying? Y'all
ass
just
cheeks.
Okay, listen.
Booty, booty.
Hey.
Yeah, that's what he's saying right now.
All right.
That's
You listening?
Where you
Yeah,
gonna watch the game
I'm
at?
listening. I'm listening.
Where you
I don't
gonna
know
watch the
yet.
game
Well,
at?
I'll
I'm
That's
gonna
3 weeks from
I'm
now.
bring the pizza and wings so I can eat and just talk about you in your face.
I'm down, but don't be.
Yeah.
Like I said,
And I
but
hit my mouth about your ass again.
don't be quiet. We ain't like the rest of these niggas. You can't just throw interceptions and run the ball crazy against us. Don't get quiet
Yo,
when it's 3 interceptions thrown in the first half and y'all niggas is looking sick. I'm telling you, and it
Don't
can't
be
happen.
quiet.
Don't get quiet.
Get on your last.
I'm telling you, do not get quiet because it
The
can't
man
happen.
got on a Steelers mask with
Oh,
a
yeah.
Buffalo Braves sweatshirt.
Oh yeah, 'cause like I said, it's 2 different sports.
It is two different sports.
I
I'm
wanna
telling
hear
you,
that.
it is
I'm
two
telling
different
you.
sports.
I'm telling you.
It's 2 different sports.
I got two.
And they in LA now.
I got 2 iconic teams.
Huh?
Yeah, we're the Clippers there.
Heard, all right.
I'm telling you.
I can't wait, yo.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh
all right.
yeah.
It's gonna be a good game though.
I'm
What's
gonna-
your record right now?
8-3.
Man, we 8-3.
That's a good record for people who've like lost games. But for like us undefeated motherfuckers, that's
gonna be
it's
on-
good. It's good. I give you guys credit. I give you guys credit. Oh yeah.
Yo, y'all gotta beat the
Y'all
Ravens. Y'all make sure y'all beat the
Oh, they gonna
Ravens.
beat the Ravens because half of the Ravens ain't gonna be
team.
here.
I'm about to say Lamar Jackson ain't gonna be here.
I don't know, man. The way they keep postponing this game, they might let him play.
No, they're not gonna. But
I hope not.
I can see it not happening. I can see us and the Ravens
It
being
has
a
to
game
be
short.
a 14-day quarantine for them.
That's what I'm
They been
saying.
14
There
days.
ain't enough
Don't
weeks
forget
left in the
that game
season.
was
We already had our
originally
bye
supposed to be
before.
Thursday night, Thanksgiving night. That
Listen.
game was originally supposed to be played
I don't even want to
Thursday
watch
night.
that game because listen, if the people that's on the COVID list don't play, okay, that's Lamar Jackson,
Yep.
Mark Ingram,
Yep.
The receiver, who's the receiver?
Steve,
like,
Dobbins,
Yeah.
and two defensive players.
That's they whole offense not playing.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be like we playing the replacements. Remember with
That's what I'm
Falcon?
saying. So
Yeah.
if that's the case, then why postpone the game?
Just let the niggas play. Like either
I mean, next man up.
Next, and that's what I'm saying. It's like next man up. Y'all professionals. Some better than others, but they all professionals.
shit happened to us like a Friday before the game. We lost like 3 of our DBs. Nigga, like
You gotta remember,
we
as
still
a,
had to play.
as a Steelers fan, I don't got no love for motherfuckers. You remember how our last year was before COVID even hit? We was getting hit like we got COVID. That's how our team looked last year. So I wouldn't hear shit.
It is kind of true because the first game they postponed was the Pittsburgh and Denver game. That was the first game they postponed because of COVID-19. That was the first game. Now that got pushed back. Did they ever play that game? Or did it get pushed back later in this month? It got pushed back later in this month.
Yeah.
Now they had this canceled game. I mean, it's just Pittsburgh got all the love. They had to give up. Pittsburgh had to give up their bye week. They had to give up their bye week.
Early as hell.
They had to give up their bye week in week 4.
Yeah.
Where everybody else took their 6 games and beyond, or 5 games beyond.
Goddamn week 10.
I was saying,
They
people
was
traveling
short,
from
so-
state to state, people
and they 10-0.
coming in contact, catching COVID. Just give us, you know what I'm saying? We'll have our 7. I can talk shit to this nigga now.
They were the
We'll have our
first team
7.
that canceled
And it's
that
gonna be
game.
good money.
They didn't cancel the Denver game when they ain't had no.
Right, and you got to pull a receiver that played
There's a reason,
quarterback
though.
2
I
years in
keep
college.
complaining about that.
2 games.
There's a reason why.
I didn't say it wasn't no reason. I'm
In
just
some
saying.
games they suspended, some games they did. You know what I mean? This ain't the only thing.
I agree
You know
with
why
you.
they was like,
should have
like
had to.
Denver?
I wonder what makes
Y'all
the
ain't going
determination
nowhere
though.
anyway.
Right,
Let's
we don't know
play
if it's
this fucking
determination.
game.
Is there a number of players that gotta hit the list before you cancel? Like, what makes it cancel and what not makes it cancel?
Because you can bring
Both
people off
teams
your
agree.
practice squad. Sign a motherfucker from your practice squad, bring him in.
I mean, ain't that what they there for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's like having another, you got your
But-
53 plus
but-
your another 12.
your whole quarterback room.
Another 12 or 14.
It got COVID. So
Yeah.
everybody in your quarterback room is done. That is your practice squad quarterbacks too.
Right.
Gone.
Gone.
And then with all the fucking COVID in place, you can't go out and sign a fucking
Yeah.
quarterback and get him in time to play to go
No.
do fucking testing, whatever 1 or 2 day fucking quarantine
Right.
they got to go
Right.
through before they can fucking practice or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
No, they fucked up. Unlike the NBA, they fucked up. They should have
Yeah, I
had.
get it.
They should have had 3 or 4 stadiums where all the teams just stayed all in between the 3 or 4 stadiums, and you can't come in and you can't come out without being tested.
Bubble
like
them
that.
out.
Bubble them motherfuckers
That's
out.
a fucking fact. I agree.
The NFL fucked up. That's what happened.
That would have made sense too. Had them all.
you know what? And it's no consistency. You go into certain stadiums, oh, you can have fans. Certain stadiums can't have fans. Like, if y'all gonna let all these people travel to all the stadiums, at least make it an NFL thing. No fans. If it ain't gonna be fans, no fans nowhere.
No fans. Each division would be in a stadium because you play motherfuckers in your division twice any fucking ways. Each division would be in each stadium.
Now that's smart too, right? Because I was thinking that in my head. Like, yeah, you only play your teams in your division. Because now you're eliminating that team having to travel all the way across west to play that team. Just play your team. And then when you break it down, then you could quarantine another stadium. So now the team that's at your AFC, like say if the Bills in Pittsburgh, they will play at a neutral site that's nearby.
Once you get all the division leaders,
Right.
then bubble all the division leaders up.
Right.
And then have all the division leaders play, and then that's how you
Right,
fucking
so
get the Super
instead
Bowl.
of Miami having
Bracket
to
that
fly
shit
all
out.
the way up north, they would stay down there and probably play. Ooh,
No, whoever is AFC East, all in one fucking stadium. All in one stadium.
Yeah.
North, all in one stadium. So,
Yeah.
and literally do it like
They
that.
do it like
Literally,
that.
they got to play each other twice anyways. Literally do it like that.
But then when you get to the championship games,
Once you get a championship, every division leader, then you can all get bubbled up in one stadium.
and understand.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then
do make
that's your
sense.
playoffs.
That do make sense.
That's the thing. Everybody going home, being with their families, doing whatever the fuck they doing with their lives, and then everybody coming back.
Well, you look
Somebody,
at it,
somebody,
that's
out of
a good bubble.
100 people
That's a
on
good
each
bubble.
team,
Yeah.
somebody is coming back with COVID.
And that's what I'm saying. But then
Home with.
that's what I'm saying. You got to go through that 14-day thing. That's what the NBA did. You can leave, but when you come back, you got to come here like you ain't never came here before.
Yeah,
You
baseball,
gotta
hockey, basketball. They didn't have this none of this
Yeah,
But like, I don't.
Yeah.
Think, but the
No,
crazy
they
part
didn't,
is,
because
they
all
say they
that,
doing this
yeah.
daily testing every time they come in. But how the fuck is y'all testing the people when they come in? But then 7 motherfuckers got COVID all of a sudden. Like,
Yeah,
I think
some
like,
slipping through the
every
cracks.
testing everybody, everything.
I think in
It's some slipping through the
basketball,
cracks.
what I seen was some of the NBA players had them lanyards on, and if your lanyard was a certain color, and when you go through the thing, that means you had a fever, that you was hot, that you might have COVID-19. They had something around their neck for security purposes and everything else. For what I've seen,
I'll tell you, I would call Chris Paul because Chris Paul
Because I
organized
did-
the majority of that shit.
and they
Chris,
take a temperature
how the fuck
every
did you
time
do
you
this
come in
shit?
there.
Because y'all had that shit pretty much locked down.
they did have it locked down. They did.
Once they took care of wherever the fuck was going on in Utah, when all them motherfuckers caught COVID, once they settled that shit, nobody else was really catching COVID after that.
Nah,
They had like one case like every like fucking like
right?
week or
Because they
some
did
shit.
contain a lot
Big
of it.
at the time.
When a player came in from where they were staying at, because they were staying in hotels, and when he came in there, I guess they had the thing, and if he came in there, then he had to put his badge in, did something like that, and he was good.
Look at none of the other sports got COVID.
No,
Hockey was fine.
Hockey was fine because they played their games
Hockey,
in
baseball,
in
basketball, it was
Vancouver.
all fine.
They still thought of a
So they taking that
There
shit
was
serious.
nothing, it was nothing wrong with how many teams? 16 teams?
Yep.
16 teams.
4 stadiums.
Yep.
Like,
That's
even
it.
when, even
Playoff
when Toronto,
stadium.
That's
when
what I'm saying.
Toronto
Yep.
came to Buffalo, them motherfuckers was locked down in that hotel. Like, nigga, y'all not going nowhere.
Y'all not going
Right,
nowhere.
right, yeah, right.
I know y'all
right,
y'all, but
right.
Yeah,
nigga, y'all in this
But
hotel,
when
nigga,
the
we
Blue
here to
Jays
play
came here,
baseball.
they had it locked down.
That's it. Y'all in this hotel.
Yep.
Y'all going to the game. Y'all
Yep.
coming back. That's
Right, that's
it.
it.
Yep. You better Amazon that shit up, motherfucker. 2-day Prime. you ain't going no
Y'all
fucking
better
where.
bring y'all games. There.
Hell yeah, bring whatever Xbox or PlayStation 5 you got, because you're not going
Nowhere.
no fucking where.
Nowhere.
Or actually, you can't leave, but you can't come fucking
And they,
back.
and they stayed at the Millennium. The Millennium Hotel when they stayed there.
Oh, shit.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Like I
And
said,
it was
that
like,
made
yo,
me
and the,
mad,
and the
Brad.
bus took them right there, but everything that was around Bison Stadium was blocked off. You couldn't even go across the street on M&T and stand on the wall and look over the
Yeah, because people
You
was
couldn't
doing that
even do
before.
Yeah.
They said people was watching this shit
From the
expressway.
90s.
Yeah, you
man,
can watch it from the
yo,
90s,
Listen,
yeah.
when I was driving and shit, going to Lackawanna, and I took the back way to come around.
To come around, right?
Man, they
right.
was all standing. I'm like,
They was
what's
standing
going
there,
on?
yeah.
The game. That's right. Toronto is here. Yo, they
Right.
was out
They
there.
was out there.
They did not
On the
care,
90s.
man. Yo,
You see what I'm
listen.
saying? They didn't care. Because on
Like,
that
come
back
on, you
part,
about to see a major
Right.
league game.
right?
in
Because
Buffalo?
even when the cars was getting on to go to Canada behind the jumbotron, and then when they get that nice little turn, you can see right in
Right
there.
Uh-huh.
They used to have fans standing on the expressway because the cars is here getting on, and the fans is standing on that guardrail.
Man,
Right
listen,
the
they
fuck
They standing
over.
on that guardrail looking into the stadium.
It was so bad.
Yo.
They was pulled over on top of the joint where you could actually see inside the
It's
stadium
like you said, on the,
from
yeah,
the
from
from the
the
90s.
from the 90s.
I'm like, God damn,
All
y'all
right.
wow.
All right, Sean.
That's crazy.
Keep it there.
We
That's
good.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Sean, good.
Yeah.
We good.
Yeah, that was some good shit. Though.
Yeah.
There's ways that the sports can lock down on COVID.
It could.
You
Football
know,
is
a
taking this
bubble
shit
is-
serious.
yeah.
That's what it is. Football is just having people traveling shit like it's still normal. Like they're not taking this
Yeah,
shit
right.
serious.
they got to do better with that shit.
And plus two, you got like you said, it's a 53-man roster plus 20-man coaching staff.
Right.
Plus assistants and
Assistants,
all these
defenders.
cowboys and water people that.
So if you figure if
Right.
you send them home to their family and then they come back, somebody came in contact with
think
somebody.
about that.
Right.
Think about this. Every one of them come in contact with 5 people. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, I
How
dig
many
it. But
fucking-
then you gotta stop that shit. Whatever the testing
Yeah.
is, when they come in, they just can't come in the building. Or they gotta be quarantined before they actually let. It's gotta be a quarantine station before you actually get into the building. That shit gotta be
shit,
taken
nigga, if they
serious.
got motherfucking 10-minute fucking COVID tests. I know they got that.
Yeah,
If you
I
spend enough
should- I
money, they got some instant shit like
Yeah, I took
"Ah,
it. I
swab
took
your
it
mouth."
that. I
Oh,
took
you
it
got
that.
that shit.
I took the instant one. They got the joints at Rite Aid now, where you can go right through the drive-through. You can go right through the drive-through. They hand you the shit. Doo-doo-doo.
Well,
And you hand the shit back to the drive-through. Peace.
Two things. Why they can't do shit for me. And I ain't doing it myself. I went right to my fucking doctor. That shit I know. But the test, it took like 15 seconds.
What the fuck is wrong with Rite Aid, nigga?
Those ain't professionals. Those are pharmacists.
And they didn't do. They gave it to me. I
That's
did.
why
It.
they can tell me. I can't take the
That nigga fucking done jammed your eyeball out and shit.
I ain't fucking with that.
It's a little itty bitty
Right.
joint. You know what I'm saying?
They
It's a
gotta
little
put your
joint this
eyeball in
big.
the shit.
You pop the little Q-tip come out like this far, and you just kind of like, you know what I'm saying, like digging your nose real quick.
Fat now.
I ain't going in
Shit
like,
like
you know what I'm
that.
saying.
You know,
like
but
that.
Rite Aid do got some doctors in there though.
Pharmacists.
No.
There's difference. No fucking doctors in Rite Aids. They pharmacists.
They know
Because
about
they wear
these
lab
pills and these
jackets.
creams.
Like, look, they know how to get rid of an itch. Because they got lab jackets on, don't make them doctors.
Right, nigga. I can go to motherfucking.
But they had doctor in something, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, we all doctors
I
and
was in school
something.
for like 2 years and be one of
I'm
them
doctors and
motherfuckers.
fried chicken, can't tell me nothing. Doing doctors and fucking being Esquire.
I'm a doctor, be an Esquire. So I ain't getting that Esquire money, nigga. I need.
Shoot.
What?
You doctors and
Nothing. Come on, man. Don't do that.
oh, co-signer ass. Let me tell you something, so America. If you need a co-signer, call me. I'll hook you up with this brother right here.